Something is totally wrong here. The door is completely warped. Oh my god. No, that can't be true. Ashes everywhere, and this is Fiona's handkerchief. No, this can't be true. Who would do such an awful thing to a little girl? It looks like Fiona's. If only I knew what happened to her. Ashes everywhere. Who would do such a horrible thing to a child? It's glowing. It gets the coals to the oven. The musket's ramrod. A lot of screws. It seems to be connected to the boiler. Looks like there were lemons in this one. What's inside there could be the remains of apples. A long stick with a hook on its end. This big barrel contains oil. Quite heavy. They remind me of wine barrels, but there's definitely no wine inside. A liquid sweating out with an acrid smell. Part of a ship's plan. The plan looks like it could disclose the secrets of the strange facility at the ship's core. One piece is still missing, though. I'll assemble it. The ship's map is complete.
The inscription on the crate is illegible. The inscription on the crate is illegible. Looks as if this was the cargo hold as well. They remind me of wine barrels, but there's definitely no wine inside. A liquid sweating out with an acrid smell. These giant pipes all lead to that boiler. Why does a sailing ship need all of this? It's gone black from the coal. A long stick with a hook on its end. There's a couple of screws inside. Everything else is too rusty to be of any use. Used to ram down the cartridge into the musket. The shovel's too large to stick it under the door and use it as a lever. Using the boat hook and some force, I should be able to unhinge the door. Good, that worked. The room where Fiona was imprisoned. It really exists. What on earth is happening here? A solid chair. Was there someone tied to it? This is where Fiona escaped her prison. Now it's flooded with water. Where did all that blood come from? What kind of terrible things have happened down here? This will help Lex to get back on his feet. A speaking tube, used by the crew to communicate throughout the rooms. There's a hole in the speaking tube. A syringe filled with morphine. This is what Lex needs. The hook from the crane. It fell into the water. The hull is filled with water.
I've gotta help him.
The door's blocked. I can't get into the room this way. But wasn't there another door close to the mess hall? I think that I should take a look around. My God. Fresh blood. It must be from Lex. I have to find him before he bleeds to death. I'd better not walk through all that hot steam. If the bed warmer were hot, then I might be able to melt the soldering. I can't fish the hot coals out of the oven with this. If I want to use the smoldering coal, I better get a move on. The coals on the shovel are hot. I'll put the coals in. The coals from the oven are inside. The bed warmer doesn't focus the heat into the soldered area well enough. I need something that's long and thin to focus the heat on just one spot. This doesn't really look like a musket. The ramrod from the musket is red hot. Now that it's stuck into the hot coal, it'll stay hot for quite a while. I could melt the solder joint with the hot ramrod, but it's too hot to hold. I can use the insulating material to hold the red-hot ramrod that's heating up in the bed warmer. The ramrod's heating up. Good thing I've insulated it so that I can grab it. It's working. Now the steam is coming out here instead of upstairs. Hey, Lex, it's me!
Is that you? What have I done?
You're out of your mind.
Everything is blurry. I can hardly see anything. I feel weak. In pain. I could really do with some medicine right now.
I found some morphine. It should help a bit.
Ah, great. Hand it over. That stuff really helps.
Do you understand me again?
I'm better now. Thank you. You did good.
I hope that you're feeling better now. We need to stick together.
Now I'm feeling better again. Thanks to you.
Anyway, I really need to tell you something now.
Is that so?
Maybe it was just a dream. Or my imagination. I saw a girl. Fiona. She was on this ship, as a prisoner.
What are you talking about?
It's as if I was on the ship in some other time. Perhaps it's still to happen. I don't know.
That does sound rather crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I can't explain it.
Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean?
Before I lost my senses, I was able to decipher some of the logbook's content. The Portuguese part. And I found out something rather interesting. This ship transported not only normal freight, they've made some modifications and turned the hold into some kind of distillery.
Some kind of what?
You can produce alcohol with it. I've read something about ethanol, and I think that we're on board a smuggler ship.
Yes. My vision was about smugglers too.
Anna, what I mean by this is that there are probably lots of barrels down there that are filled to the brim with volatile liquid, and they are responsible for completely clouding your senses.
No. This vision felt completely real. I can hardly describe it. I've never experienced something like that.
I can't deny that this ship is creepy, but ghosts? I don't know.
I think that the girl is the key to what's happening here. I think that I need to help her. I think that if I don't, that something terrible is gonna happen to her.
Just listen to yourself. You're not making any sense.
I found her ashes down in the machine room in front of a huge oven. If only I knew who she is or what's happened to her.
Well, there's one thing I know for sure, and that is what will happen to us if we don't get a move on and get out of here. This ship, it's got eyes and ears. It's whispering, and it's going to be our grave.
How did you manage to get here in your condition? Why didn't you stay in the captain's cabin?
What? Oh, of course. I found the key, and since you were gone for so long, I started to worry about you. I wanted to see if you might need some help. When I came in here, I tripped. I must have lost consciousness for a bit. Anyway, when I woke up, I saw the wardrobe lying there, and I was too weak to move it.
What can we do?
If what I read is true, then we need to get off this cursed ship as fast as possible. If ethanol leaks from the hold, it might kill us and we won't even notice. Or the ethanol catches fire, which would get us just as killed. We need to get off this ship. But to do that, we first have to find out where the hell we are. It's time that we uncovered a couple of this ship's dark secrets, don't you think?
But how? What should we do?
You don't know much about navigation, but I do. You need to become my eyes, ears, and hands. See if you can fix the position and get us back on course. Before we leave the ship, it's essential that we know which direction to take. Otherwise, we'll be lost in open sea.
But I'm a reporter, not a sailor.
There's no better time to become one.
I've never seen butterflies like these before. They must come from far away. But where exactly? Here's a note attached. Something's written on it. They look like they're handmade. Playing children are depicted on it. Rust and condensation everywhere. The glass is so scratched and dirty that I can't even look outside. The sheets may be old and musty, but the bed was made with care. Their owner had a wide range of interests. Fiction, flora, and fauna of the southern seas, music. I've never picked a lock before. I think that the ship is lit well enough now. It's filled with butterflies and other insects. There's a picture of a key on it. There's a letter in the casket. Let's see. I think that the ship is lit well enough now. The door's still blocked. At least Lex is safe now. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. These animals look like they come from remote, faraway lands. Maybe the occupant of this cabin was a hunter, and there's a little note attached. Something's written on it. These trophies appear to originate from all the different places that the ship has docked at, and there's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it. A nicely carpentered, solid wardrobe. The owner was obviously concerned that someone would open it. It's locked up with a combination lock that's completely rusted up. The guitar's been lying here for a while. The dampness has really damaged it. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. Did the occupant of this cabin hunt down these animals? Here's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it. It says, found at longitude 31, latitude 39. Experienced people can unlock anything with a lock on it. Me? I'd be so happy if I could get a simple padlock open. It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38.75. It says, shot at longitude 26, latitude 38. Someone's composed a tune. Elegy for a Lonely Girl. I don't know any of them.
Did you find out anything?
Please, could you tell me again what I'm supposed to do?
The most important thing is to find out exactly where we are right now. Now get to it, and find something that'll help to fix our position. The best tool for the job will be the sextant. Oh, and while you're at it, see if you can alter the ship's course.
How do I use a sextant to fix our position?
You look through the telescope on the sextant and lock onto the horizon. Then you look for the sun. Or more likely the moon in our case. You then slide the arm until the moon looks like it's superimposed on the same line as the horizon. If all goes well, come and tell me the number of degrees on the slide scale. And if not all goes well, you can come tell me anyway.
How do I change the ship's course?
Well, by moving the wheel. Unless something got stuck in the rudder, this shouldn't pose a problem, should it?
I'm on it. I can't just open anything with it. I can see the ship's bow outside. It must have been tricky to steer the ship with only these small portholes to look through. Something's wrong. The compass is spinning like crazy. How can that be? Used to steer the ship, but with no one steering it, who knows where we might end up. Thieves are not welcome here. I need something to crack the lock. Nothing but water as far as the eye can see. If only I knew where we are. I've cracked the lock on the map table. Oh, a sea chart. Could come in useful, and there's a note stuck to the chart. I've seen how this is used once. To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited. If only I had clues about where this ship has been to, then I could use this sea chart to identify the 5 places. The map is glued tight to the table. I would only destroy it if I try to get it off, but I can use the map here. Using the sea chart, I could determine 5 places that I need for the route book. I just need some clue as to what these coordinates might be. I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. Oh no. The note was stuck so fast to the map that there's nothing left I could use. Wait. There's an impression of the note left on the map. It looks like there were coordinates on the note. A faint reverse image of the coordinates has been transferred onto the map. It's very difficult to decipher. Yes, I can use the picture frame to decipher the mirror image of the note. It's a coordinate. Longitude 25, latitude 37. To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited. It says, shot at longitude 26, latitude 38. Using the sea chart, I could determine 5 places that I need for the route book. I just need some clue as to what these coordinates might be. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I've found. I found a city! It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. I found a city! It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. I found a city! It says, found at longitude 31, latitude 39. I found a city! It's a coordinate. Longitude 25, latitude 37. Using the sea chart, I found a city! That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. To identify a shipping route in this book, there actually is a shipping route that links all 5 of these locations. That's the route! I can use it to fix our position while gazing at the nighttime sky. It's too foggy. There's no way I could use the sextant to determine our position. Hey, what's that? A seagull! There must be land ahead. I think I'm on the right track. Next, I should...
There is no more right track.
What was that? Lex?
Did you find out anything?
What the blazes were you doing in the hallway just now? And how did you get back here so quickly?
What are you talking about? I was here the whole time. My legs feel like they're cemented to the floor.
I've tried to fix our position with a sextant.
Great. Did you succeed?
No, I didn't. It was too foggy. but I'm sure that we're not that far from land.
Then now you should try to change our course. Is there anything else?
I've tried to change our course, but I can't budge the wheel. Not even an inch.
Damn. There must be a way to find out where we are and how fast we're moving. Is there anything else?
The compass on the bridge. Something's not quite right here.
What's wrong with it?
It's spinning like crazy. I can't determine whether we're heading north, west, south, or east.
I don't believe this. Well, we should at least find out how fast we're moving. Is there anything else?
Please, could you tell me again what I'm supposed to do?
You really need to find out whether we're heading north, west, south, or east. We need to find out how fast we're moving. As long as we don't know that, we can't tell for sure where we're at. Maybe you can get a hold of a chip log. It's made out of a piece of wood and a rope.
How can I measure the ship's speed with a chip log?
The chip log consists of a wooden board and a rope with knots in it. You throw the board into the water from the stern. The faster the ship's moving, the faster the rope will unroll. You count the number of knots for exactly 15 seconds. Then we'll know how fast we're going. Of course, you'll need a watch for that.
No problem. It looks like a cogwheel is missing. The cogwheel won't hold like that. I'll need screws to fix it into place. I think that I can use the cogwheel again. I've attached some screws to the cogwheel. The clock should be complete again now. Let's see if I can wind it up. Now the clock is wound up. I can hear it tick. There's a little door. It's closed. The engravings seem to depict hell. A giant clock. There's a little door. It's closed. The engravings seem to depict heaven. The figurine wears a captain's hat, so no doubt it's the captain. And it's got to signify something that he's emerging from the gates of hell. This figure could depict the captain. He looks authoritative. Is it the craftsman who built this clock? Might be. After all, he has a pocket watch in his hands. I guess this figure is supposed to depict the mechanic. It's not ticking. Let me wind it up. That must be the doctor. The clock's creator placed him in hell. This figure looks like the doctor from my visions. Looks like it's the cook who's coming out of the gates of heaven. A tin figure that looks like a cook. Sailor. The craftsman who constructed this clock has placed him in hell. A figure that looks like a sailor. This figurine is smaller. It could be a child. A girl. The figurine looks like the girl I saw in my visions. Fiona! Does that mean that it's really happened? Is it real? This reminds me of the child from my visions. It looks so innocent. A pocket watch. It probably doesn't show the right time, but it's still working, so I can use it for other things. Good. At least now we know how many knots the ship is going at. I should get back to Lex as quickly as possible. Why is this stubborn idiot dragging himself through the corridors? He's lost an unnecessary amount of blood.
Did you find out anything?
I was able to determine the ship's speed using a chip log.
At least we know how fast we're going. If only we knew more about the ship's route. Is there anything else?
I found out what route we're on.
That should be sufficient. If it's true what you say, then we're following a sea current. And if there's really land nearby, then we're currently sailing past a very small island. And because the rudder is stuck, we'll be sailing on, out into the open sea for days, maybe weeks. We can only survive if we get off the ship immediately and head for that island.
Of all things, it's the lifeboat blocking the way out. We're trapped in here.
We need to get out somehow, and fast. We need to set that lifeboat afloat.
I saw a crane.
If you can operate it, you can use it to lift away the lifeboat and solve two problems at the same time.
I'll try.
And watch yourself. Here, take this.
The revolver. What am I supposed to do with it? There's no one here apart from the two of us.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
What do you mean?
Take it, just in case. You'll need it more than I will. Do you know how to use it?
I think sometimes it's more important to know when not to use it.
You've got a point there.
I'm taking one bullet out. Lex gave it to me for my protection. He almost shot me in the process. I took it out of Lex's revolver. The hull is filled with water. Damn! A very short, small metal pin just broke. It was holding the pump arm in place. But if I could find something that's roughly the same size and shape, then I might be able to fix it. A replacement for the metal bolt. Looks like there's less water underneath the planks now. Still too much water to be able to see anything. The water inside the hatch is definitely diminishing. I think I've completely drained the water. I guess the hook drifted along further. I should check somewhere else. Good, the crane's hook. We could lower the lifeboat into the water with it. Wait, what's that? That's the amulet.